You already know what time it is. January 18th, 2020. What's in the shop today?
Fortnite.
Ooh. So there's 4 of each, 4 female, 4 male. Let's just jump into this, starting with Chillout, or excuse me, Chill Count, part of the Permafrost set. They're uncommons. There's a lot of decisions to make here, guys. We're going to show you gameplay of all 8 of them. I have some back blings selected already to go with these. If you like these means your supporter credit, that is PIZO. PIZO with a 0. You know we're getting it. Yes! So we're going to go through these here as they appear alphabetically since I purchased all of them, starting with Arctic Intel. I like his white sleeves. The color scheme is nice. This is one of the brighter color schemes within all 8 of these. It goes from like a bright blue or a very light blue, unsaturated blue / gray, all the way down to like a black and white and a gray. So that is Arctic Intel. Looks really good. ADS on all these will be really good. No problems there. Next we have Chillout, which I like her camo. It's like the only camo of its kind. All the other ones kind of look like interesting splotches, and this one has a little bit more of a point on the camo. I don't know how to explain it, like the designs. That looks really good. Moving on to the Chillout outfit. This is that same type of camouflage we just went over. All the other ones are more of like a splotchy camo. This one has almost looks like vegetation, like forest and twigs in a sense. Kind of a stretch. Moving on to Hailstorm. I really like the white sleeves. This is one of my favorite within the 8 that we have here. She's got the short jacket. I like the white sleeves. This kind of stand out-ish. I don't know. It's got a little bit more pizzazz to me with this one specifically. The Ice Intercept now is more of a black and white with a little hint of a gray. You know, it's majority black and white. All of them have like camouflage on their paint and design, so it's really cool. Very well done there. Moving on to the Ice Stalker, another black and white with a little bit of gray. I do like his boots. ADS is fine. All of their hoods are up on all of these outfits here. Now we have the Snow Sniper. This one is another really good one. I like the way this one turned out. I like her black gloves. I like the camouflage pattern. It's almost also she probably has one of the coolest designed hoods out of the 8 because the camouflage splits down the center and she has the white sides on her outfit. That one is probably my other favorite as well. And then the Snow Striker is the male counterpart, which also has the stripe of camouflage down his hood. They all look really good in game. I do have some back bling selected already, as I kind of had a good idea from other regions kind of leaking the news at a wrong time, so we kind of thought these were coming out. So with that being said, let's get some combos. I'm gonna pick 1 male, 1 female. They're all for the most part in the same genre of color scheme. So I'm gonna show you the back bling I selected on 1 male and 1 female. So with that being said, let's get sweaty. So to keep this simple, there's literally only 2 color schemes here. 4 of the outfits are majority blue and gray, and 4 of the other outfits are majority black and white. So I'm going to show you combos with one of the outfits that are blue and gray majority. I'm probably going to use the Hailstorm, and then for the majority black and white color scheme, I'm going to use the Snow Sniper. So starting off with Hailstorm, we have the Frozen Iron Cage, the Frozen Love Wings, the Frozen Red Shield. The Arc Wings goes really well with her white sleeves. Now, I thought the gray toy weapon wrap looked really good on a lot of these. That looks really good as well. But in terms of a weapon wrap, we got the gray toy that I used that I really liked out of most of them that I did try. Now, I will show you, I think I have 12 weapon wraps selected that you could possibly try running with these outfits. Just to give you a good idea. These look really good though. That looks great with the silver. It looks spot on. 100% looks really good. Love Wings look really good as well. The off-road rig. These, it's a little bright, but it's fine. This will look a lot better on the darker ones we'll showcase next. The Perfect Wings. The Wolf Pack. Shark Fin looks pretty good. Pursuit looks pretty damn good as well. Kylo's Cape. The Jedi Order, I guess, kind of threw it in there. I think it looks cool on a lot of things. The armory bag looks great. The backboard, let's see if we have something better. I thought before these came out this would look the best. It's close. Perhaps this one as well. Maybe this one. That one looks really good. We don't have that yet, but it is there. The backtracker, the ball bling, this is the scratch edit style, I believe. Yes. Dual combat, that is a 10 out of 10. That looks really good. Diamond star, these are very affordable outfits, guys. There's quite a bit of possibilities. There's not a lot of risk with an uncommon skin in terms of purchasing, so you might as well take a chance. And I could see myself running this quite a bit, like this outfits from this little what was it called, frost something, I already forgot what it was called. Anyways, I could, ooh, that looks really good too. I could see myself running these outfits quite a bit, just because Nosh, that's my boy Nosh in the house. Neo Frenzy, a little bright. That looks okay. Some of these blues will look fine. That'll look really good on the black and white ones. That looks 10 out of 10 as well, but the blade does go through her butt cheek. I'm just saying. This is the original style. That looks really good. The skull should look good as well. And then the ice is fine. That'll look better on the darker ones. That looks good on a lot. Steel cast, I think it's underrated. A lot of you don't like it. It's fine. Trash lid is really good as well. We have a black banner cape and shield here. We could probably stretch like a gray as well. I actually forgot to change that, so I would probably go for probably a gray or just like a white. They have like a really light gray. It looks like white almost. That one wouldn't be bad either. It would look slick, but she does have like a black shirt and some black straps. I think the original look good on here. That looks really damn good to me. That's not really the color scheme I was looking for. Signal jammer, that gives signal hub. Shattered wings, the luminous lamp, the tri-pack, and the utility pack. So my favorite ones, ooh, there's some good ones here, man. First of all, this one was really good. Now keep in mind, for example, there are, like I said, some outfits that have the same color scheme. Now, even though that she has a different camo pattern and a little bit, she doesn't have like the white sleeves, you can still rock this on her. And like I said, this is like the, in quotations, the Fort outfits that are majority of like a bluish gray, and then we have the Fort outfits that are the black and white. So let's move on to those now. So like I said, we have Snow Sniper here with the frozen iron cage. So this isn't the darkest of the color schemes that we have. There is a set that is dramatically a little bit darker. This one has that very light gray tone covering it, but it still does, it's still like a black and gray color scheme. The black and white, I'll show you when I get done with this. It's kind of like a blank canvas. I said that already, but I think there's going to be more curiosity in terms of something that isn't black and white, in terms of what would match it. So the black and white is there. It's very similar to this color scheme. It's just slightly darker with the black, and then the gray is a little bit brighter, more towards a white color. But I think that would look fine. There's not a lot of other dark back blings that look really good with that per se. Scratch is gonna look good on pretty much all of them. Dual comma again looks great. Diamond star looks juice. I love the dog bow. Chow down is great. As I say, dog bowl, excuse me. A lot of good ones here. Obviously they're not all a perfect match, as I kind of set these for all of them in general, kind of like a general of what you could like come up with in terms of combos. Ice Fisher. And you know what, guys, I got a funny story real quick. I tried playing with controller today in Fortnite on my stream. Nosh. Sorry, Nosh. I played for 3.5 hours on controller. It was miserable. I haven't played on controller since I believe season 5 or 6, and I got my shit pushed in for 3.5 hours, and then I switched to mouse and keyboard again, and I won 2 solos back to back. I'm just saying. I'm not saying they were high kill or my lobbies weren't full of bots. I'm not saying that, but I think mouse and keyboard is where I need to stay. Obviously 3.5 hours is not enough time to get used to going back to controller. I was just kind of bored with Fortnite today, as I'm pretty much done with my challenges. I have one more scavenger medal to earn, and then I'm done with everything. there's really not a lot to do right now, so I thought maybe we should pick up the controller and see if we can still play. And you know, I got like second, third place, had like 7 elims. Like, yeah, like I was getting lucky a lot of those times. But as soon as I picked up mouse and keyboard, I don't know if I just felt more motivated to be on something I was more comfortable with, but I felt like I was playing a lot better than I usually do when I was back on mouse and keyboard. So I'm digging Lane Splitter. Ignition Hunting Fresh out the kitchen looks really good. Floppy, I almost had Stitches. Floppy looks pretty damn cool. I did like the Dog Bowl. Chow Down looks really good. There's a lot of good ones here. So for example, these are a very dark saturation of black. It's like a really dark gray, if that. So let me show you these other outfits real quick. So these I can't even speak. These are a little darker. These two right here, a little darker as opposed to what I just showed you. Let's show you the male here. You see how they don't have as much black? So just keep in mind that I didn't show every single one here, but there is a completely darker, or this is like the one I didn't showcase, a little bit more black on her, so you can do like a little bit more with some dark combination. I talked with a lisp for a second. I felt like Mike Tyson. So we have the Hailstorm equipped, and here's I have actually I think like 12 or more harvesting tools that you guys could use, just to give you a good idea. Now, like you guys know by now from watching this video, the color scheme slightly change here and there, a little bit darker here, a little bit more brighter here, but just a couple that you could use within the set. This would go great with like the black and white ones. I showed that, like the darkest of the darkest color schemes, I showed that within the gameplay there, so you could always use that. We have the Batstickle as well, which has the blue tape around the grip where you grab it, so that would be fine. We have the Battle Axe, which is pretty damn aggressive. It's got some bright blue on it, but I still think it was fairly universal for most of them within the set. We have the Crowbar, which is pretty you can put it on a lot. Very simple pickaxe there. And then we have the Night Slicer. This would go better with like the darker ones, a little bit darker, but it's still pretty cool, pretty universal. It has like a weird purple, very light purple shaft almost. That's what I'm seeing. The Studded Axe, super sweaty, but very universal. Goes well with these in general, with the bright, like when they have like that really light gray on their outfit, you could use that one for sure. We showed the Vision already within the gameplay. It's one of my favorites. I use it all the time. It's super simple. I know it turned into a sweaty item in the game, although I'm not even a sweaty player. I mean, my 90s are sweaty, but I'm not a sweaty player. And that turned into a sweaty axe, just like the studded one did, unfortunately, but it's still one of my favorites. The clean cut here, very simple. It's got a little bit of like an olive green around the grip area there, but it's fine. I think it looks pretty good with all the metal it has on it. The Icebreaker, this will go with any of them. This goes with a lot in the game. Very simple. It sounds good. It sounds like a shovel. It sounds like it should, so that's really cool. And then last but not least, we're almost there. This looks great with the light blue color schemes like this. That looks really cool. Is it a gray or a blue? I'm seeing blue and gray within the outfits here. And then the Vindertech Elite. This is a save the world pickaxe for reaching a certain level within the game. But there's a lot there. Now, if I want to look at weapon wraps real quick, I do have some favorited. Obviously, we saw the gray toy looked really... I don't want to show it on a boat. My bad, guys. We had the gray toy here, and that looked really good on the ones with the white sleeves, the light sleeves. That would look really good. This would be more towards the darker version, like the one that has the majority of the black. This was probably a little too bright. I kind of picked this before they even got released. So, I mean, you could, but it'd be a little too bright. For the darker ones, this one would match the blue on some of the camo patterns that we have there. Falling Snow matches all of their like their vibe, that they all have their hoods up. They look like winter outfits. That would match any of them. The Ripple is a little dark on the darker blue side. It gets a little away from the color combos that we were going for in the gameplay, but that one looked decent. Assassin for the darker ones, like I showed you already. The Bandage Wrap will look really good with the light sleeved characters, which is one of my favorites, the female one there. Digital Grayscale could go good with the black and white ones. Gray Toy was probably my favorite one I showcased. Bandage and Gray Toy would be really good on any of them. The Spades, the black and white ones, obviously. and then the weathered black weapon wrap as well for the black and white. But this one's for the blues. Okay, this one's for the blues and the whites. The first four within like the alphabetically placed ones. This one as well. And then the black and whites, like a shadowed angular shift, the falling snow, the spades, even the weathered black. And there's even more you could do here with the darker color schemes. I used the stealth black with some of the showcases there in the gameplay. I also showcased you could probably, a boogeyman is 10 out of 10. This might be a little too bright for the color patterns, but you can try that. Also, Radiant Zero would look good with the white sleeved characters specifically. That might be a little too blue for what we're going for. That's way too much going on here. This one would be close. They don't have anything that bright of blue, but you could try it. These two on the black and white ones for sure. Even the 8-ball on the darker color scheme. So imagine the 8-ball on something like this. The 8-ball would look really good. So there's a lot of stuff you can do here. I tried to simplify the video and not do it too much. So keep in mind, there's majority 4 outfits that are bluish in color and 4 that are black and grayish in color, but they all look really good. It's hard to choose a favorite. I'm probably gonna go females here. I think all the females were very well done. I like the white sleeves on this one because that stands out a lot compared to the other ones. And then I like the hood pattern on this style. I like her black gloves. This one looks more aggressive, but I do like the white sleeves on this one. And I like the character, obviously. I mean, everything looks good. It's really hard to say. Just from what I know right now in terms of a rating system, guys, for all of them, I'm going to give the males a 9 out of 10. Okay? I'm going to give the males a 9 out of 10, but I will give all the females a 10 out of 10. I think there's a lot you can do with them. They're very affordable. They match the game and rarity. They're creative, depending on what style you want to go with. And like I gave the males a 9 out of 10 because I'm not sure I would use them over the females per se. We all know that the community, including myself, tends to like female characters a little bit more. They look a little bit more clean and sleek. Like look at this guy. This guy's just like, he just looks boring. I like his boots, but then you go like this. It's just a slimmer body. It just looks better to me. So 10 out of 10 for the females, and 9 out of 10 for all the males. And with that being said, guys, liking the video is always appreciated. Subscribing is free. That is PIZO to the item shop. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you nerds on the live stream. See ya.